welcome to Drinks with Coach. I am your host, Thomas L. Harris, a.k.a. Coach, and today I got the most beautiful, amazing, my sister, my girl, in the building with me. But before I introduce her, I want to thank Ty Mopkins for his Roseline wine. Y'all see it, man. This is some good wine, man. I'm telling y'all, believe me, trust me, I'm telling the truth. I want to thank Mo2 VJ for the wine that they sent, Eye Candy. I'm telling y'all, trust me, man, trust me. So I want to thank them for that, man. But with no further ado, I want to welcome the beautiful A-Red in the building. What's going on, ma'am? How are you?
I'm okay.
Good. Well, like every show, I like to give flowers first. So I want to give you your flowers, Red. I remember when we first started working together a long time ago. Actually on a series that we actually didn't even finish.
Man,
the bricks. Yeah.
The bricks. That should've came out.
It should have. We're going to have to read. We're going to talk about
Might have
that.
to go back.
We're going to talk about that. But I want to just, say I've seen your growth, your hustle, your work ethic. It's always a joy and a pleasure working with you. You work hard, you're dedicated, and I'm just happy, man. I'm excited to see your new projects and your growth and how you keep growing. So cheers to that.
Thomas, cheers to that.
Yes,
Same
yes,
to you, brother.
yes.
Same to you.
All right, let's get to it. So, who is A-Red?
A-Red. What's so funny is I was so used to being called A-Red, and it's really just like my Instagram name. I know people think I get it from my hair, but I really just get that. I went to Miami one year, and people was calling me Redbone. It was like, hey, Red. And I was like young. I made a Twitter, and I just got the name. And now that I'm like older, I hate when people call me Red.
Really?
It's so weird. Like, I hate it. This one movie put my name in the credits as like A-Red. It pissed me off. Like, really.
But you're acting, you go by Angeleah Speights.
Yes, Angeleah. I know, guys. It's
Correct the shit out of me, okay?
It's okay.
I knew that,
everyone.
but we ain't gonna go there.
Everybody pronounce it differently every time they read it.
Yeah.
It's like Angela or Angeleah, or it's really just Angeleah.
Angeleah.
Yes. So
Yeah.
named after my aunt. So,
Oh, okay.
Yeah, her
cool.
name's Leah, and my name's Angel. So there's the ghetto
combination.
for you.
Oh. Speaking of the ghetto.
But yeah, the ghetto is like, so my name came from that, but if you want to know who I really am, I was born and raised in Inkster, Michigan.
Ooh, Inktown. Inktown, what up?
Day, Hazelwood, ATA, GBD, Garden Block. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
Everybody
okay.
knows you from there, do you get it?
That was enough gangster shit she just said, just so you know. Go ahead, though. You go.
So I grew up with a single mom, and I didn't really have a father figure in my life. My dad was on drugs from the moment I was born till today. So me and my sister, I would say, she was like my backbone. We are like a year apart, so we like really close. Yeah. And we just made a pact, like when we was younger, like we gonna get out the hood. And me and her both, like we just got out the hood. Yeah. We didn't want to be like, some cousins, some aunts, some uncles. We wanted to like really be different, and we strived to be that, and we made it happen. Yeah. So I never had like a real like soft life. I've always worked very hard. I always had to work for everything. Mom was a great mother. She held it down.
Shout out, mom.
Shout out to my mom. Shout out to JK.
Yes.
Call her JK.
Yeah, call her JK. I'm calling her JK. I'm gonna call her mom. I ain't calling her JK. I ain't.
Call her JK. She held it down. She made it pretty simple for me to be able to be a kid and to like, she didn't like us walking the streets. She didn't like us going around the block. Like if we left the house, we had to be on a bike. Yeah. Like they can't catch you on a bike. My brother was like a hood dude. He been shot a few times. Like he had beef in our city. So she would always like scare us. Like they'd come get you because they looking for him. Like this is like the life we grew up at. So I got into acting when I was in high school. And it just grew from there. Yeah. So to take it back a little bit, I do. If you follow Red, then you know like you and your sister Front Page. Shout out Front Page. She's been a big supporter. She was in 211. She's shout out to her doing her thing. You can tell that you guys have a tight knit, close relationship. Oh yeah. Like it's just obvious. You can tell, and y'all big supporters of each other. Oh yeah. Like huge supporters of each other. Yeah, that's my dog.
My next question was gonna be who's your biggest influence, but I think you kind of gave us an understanding of who that could be.
I always say my sister. I would say I'm hers, and I would say she's mine. Like we've never been like really celebrity crazy, because where we're from, like we didn't really get that. You know, like to us it was like nobody really I don't know, like it's weird. Like we were like each other's like biggest fans. Like even to this day, like I don't think there's nobody doper than my sister. Like,
no, she comes to your premieres and she shows out.
Yeah, but when
like,
it comes to like style, like fashion, like she just like effortlessly do it, and I'll be so mad. Like why can't I do that shit?
Yeah.
Like, can you style me? Can you help me? She got a time today. I had to come here. I'm like, I'm gonna just wear all black.
Yeah, no, it fits. It works. It works
because she do everything. Like she'd correct me, and like even growing up when I would like get sidetracked, like or boy crazy, or just do some dumb shit. She would
always put you back in your.
She never like made me feel bad about it, but she always like put me back in my lane, and vice versa.
No, you gotta have that. I think that's a must. You know, my older brother, you know, God rest his soul, he was like that. You know, he would always call me and be like, "Hey man, what you on? Like, what you doing, bro? Like that ain't you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what you trying to do?" And he would always check me if he see me doing something out of character. So I think you gotta have that.
I think everybody needs that.
Yeah,
I think everybody needs somebody who's honest with them.
Yeah, for sure.
With pure attention.
Yeah.
Honesty. Yeah.
So what was life like before acting? What was A-Red's life like before acting?
Well, I would say like when I got out of high school, I took a break on acting. I went to law school.
What?
Yeah, so I thought I was gonna be an attorney.
You would have been a dog ass attorney.
I would have been.
You would have been a dog ass attorney. I could see that. I could see that.
Yep, I had went to law school, did like a semester. I didn't make it to like a whole year. And I was telling my mama like, yeah, this shit not for me. She said, well, don't waste my money. I'm like, and I will not. And it was just like the laws to me. It was just like, it's a system that I saw that couldn't be fixed. And I was just like, this is a waste of my time.
Yeah.
Like, before I go work for these people, I'd rather just go work for myself. I didn't get back into acting until like 2000 and I want to say like 12. Yeah, about 2011, 12. Yeah. I got back to acting like a couple years later because I got a little sidetracked. And I started in theater. Yep. Which was cool for me because I love theater, like the real thespian shit. Like, you know, like you can't mess up. You gotta stay on key. Like there's no room for error on that stage, or you're going to be humiliated. You're going to be laughed at. Yep. They do not care. No, they would laugh at you like mid line.
And then boo, nigga, you suck.
Yes, all day. So I tell people like you really want to get into acting and you want to go straight to the movies. I would say go straight to theater. Yeah. Because it's the stage to show you what to really do.
Definitely. No, I come from the stage. You know, that's where I started out in school training, you know, in theater, and I did that for, man, probably 8 years before I even stepped foot on a set. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a foundation. And mostly all your great actors, they come from the stage.
It's no redos.
No, it's not. It's
no redos when you on the stage. You gotta know your lines. You gotta know your screen partner's lines. I mean, not screen partner. You gotta know your stage partner line. Yeah. Whoever's on that stage with you, you gotta know their lines and your lines too. Because if they miss their line, you gotta feed them back in.
You gotta cover.
Like if they supposed to answer the phone, they not answering the phone. You know, like, do you hear that ringing? Like it's like, and if I wouldn't know that, if I know their lines, you know. So I tell people like, even when I do movies, like, how you gonna know your lines? Yeah. Like.
Or you just be present in the actual scene of the scenario, know the scene, know everything.
I think it helps a lot when I tell people to get a script. I'm like, read the whole script. Don't just read who you are. Yeah, definitely. But you'll be surprised when people just like read their character. Oh, like, I didn't even know like you was like that. Like,
I don't think I'd be surprised. No, I've ran into a couple.
The people that's watching.
No, for sure. No, for sure.
Script, they literally only read their character.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah. Now, A-Red, ever since I've known you, hands down, since I've known you. You have always been outspoken, and you're gonna say what's on your mind.
Always.
To me or anybody else, you know, and it's cool, cause sometimes I'll be like,
I'm gonna drink to that.
Yeah, let's drink to that. You're right, cause sometimes I'll be like, damn, Red she gonna say what's on her mind. Where does that come from?
I don't know. I think it's a mixture of things. Maybe my sign, people are really, if you're into horoscopes, I would say maybe like that because I'm a Sagittarius, we're pretty blunt. We mean good, but we're blunt. And I would say growing up, I didn't have anything given to me with like a shot of anything. Like this is what the fuck it was. And I was raised like that. My mom raised me like that. Like she never sugarcoated anything. When she told me my daddy was on drugs, your daddy's doing crack. It wasn't like
just blunt, like
can I just sit you down and talk to you for a second? Because it's something we have to talk about. Yeah. It's not bad, but it's not good, but it's not good. It was your dad's on crack.
If he come to this house, you don't open the door.
I still had to go see him. I still had to visit him, and she didn't take away, which I admire her for. She never spoke bad about my dad. She always made I would kind of say almost like took up for him.
Yeah.
Because even like when I didn't really want to go over there, she would be like, "That's your dad. Like you gotta go.
Yeah.
Like you know he's on drugs.
Yeah.
You know when he's not. You know when he is. Like
I think as parents we have to
be blunt with your children.
Yeah, and I think we gotta show them the good and the bad. Everything's not always good.
I didn't have really a lot of good growing up.
Yeah.
So a lot of my life was we made the bad good.
Yeah.
Like
most of us,
my
yeah.
husband went to jail. We had a pizza party in the basement.
Yeah.
Like I was kind of excited about that.
Yeah.
I was happy. I'm like, great. Me and my sister Martha had like a pizza party.
Like, that was just a big ass pizza party.
Yeah, like you know, like we just took the good with the bad.
Yeah.
Like we never really like. I never really had like a sugar coating thing growing up. So I would say when I got older, I think I took that bluntness with me.
Is that you think that helps you now, like being able to take the bad and turn it into good? Like now,
I take criticism very well.
No, you do.
Like
no, you do.
I
No, you
don't.
do.
It's very little that can offend me. Like you really can't offend me. Like because if I look at life like if I admire you and I like your work and I understand, you know, the process. You can't offend me by giving me constructive criticism. And I think a lot of actresses go wrong, or actors go wrong when people give them constructive criticism. And I don't think they understand how important and vital that is.
Yes.
Like when you start coaching us on set, I went from knowing you just as a actor, and we started off like that, and then you became coach, and I'm like, I fuck with it.
Yeah.
Because he knows more about this shit than I do. And he can really guide me.
Yeah.
And he knows when I'm messing up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, cool. Like, I'm cool with that. And when you would say, what was that? What the fuck was that? I'm like, what I do? You know what I'm saying? So I really want to know.
Yeah.
I'm here to learn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's crazy because you seek me out sometimes. You be like, hey, I know I did something wrong.
Yeah.
What did I
like
do?
That? Did you like
and I'll be
that?
like, you know what, Red? Now I'm on you. I got you.
Yeah. Like, did you like that? Tell me what you thought. Because I can feel it. And then it's good to have somebody there to tell you, you know, we're not always right.
No.
And we don't see ourselves. And sometimes we're not portraying our character correctly. And that's what a good director is there for.
Yes.
So, I'm blunt, so I can take it. Whatever I dish, I can get back.
Yeah, that's big.
And that's
big.
probably why I am so blunt. Because I don't see why anybody should be offended about anything. Like, I get shit all the time.
Oh, if you've been around Red and she says some shit, she doesn't know what she's talking about right now because that shit'll cut deep sometimes. I've seen it. Not necessarily felt it, but I have seen it.
Don't ask. Don't ask me anything.
No.
Don't.
I will say this.
If you don't want the real truth, don't ask me.
Yes, I will say that. If you can't handle criticism or the truth, like just bluntly, don't ask.
Because I don't think I be lying.
And sometimes she just tells me out the blue, like, oh, you didn't put much thought into this, did you, Thomas?
Yeah.
And I'll be like,
yeah.
what we need to do, Red? But she'll always answer now. She'll give you what you should do.
Yeah.
She will do that now. Now, she's not the type of person gonna do that.
Yes. You know, I want to assist and direct. Like, I feel like that's like part of my thing.
No, I think it's great though. I think it's great that you pay attention to detail. And even with me, sometimes you'll tell me some things like, hey, you know, I don't think that picture should go there. Nah.
Yeah, I don't think
Red,
why should be there. I don't think like that.
And you tell me why. And I'll usually go with like, all right, let's change it. Come on, Red, let's go change it.
It's not.
Yeah.
It's just constructive. You don't have to say, and if you don't agree, I don't say anything. I'm like,
it's a trust thing. Like I trust what you're saying comes from a place of you want what's best
for what we're doing.
Yeah.
And that's how I am about everything.
Yeah. So when you came back when you started stage, you got that. I remember Diamond Girls was a big thing because I came and I saw that. Yeah, that's one of your biggest plays. I did. I came to when it was. Yeah, remember I came to rehearsal when Don was the director, and I came to the Masonic Temple premiere.
Okay.
Yep, you did it at the Masonic Temple. So I said yes, Red. I've been following you and watching you a long time.
Oh, shut up.
Jesus, criminy. No.
After
that, what was your first big film part?
Ooh, Birthday Behavior.
Oh.
Yeah, at the theater, my first big movie was Birthday Behavior.
I didn't know that. That was fun. That was a lot of fun.
You know the thing about Birthday Behavior was I was so scared to get back into it. I just had my daughter.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, I just had my daughter.
That's right.
I was a mom now.
Yep.
I'm like, what am I doing? Like, who am I? And I was breastfeeding constantly. Around the clock. And when I was offered the role, and I came to audition for the role, and I was offered it, I was like, can I do this? Like, but I'm like, if I don't do this, then like I'm gonna be so upset with myself and so disappointed in myself because this is not something I do. I've done films that people I've never even announced or even people haven't even seen, and they be like, I saw you in this one movie, you never posted it. And I'm like, you know, I posted it before, you probably shouldn't see. I don't do things for the recognition of it. I just really love what I do. I feel like if I wasn't doing this, I wouldn't be myself. Yeah. So I told myself, like, if you don't do this movie, you're never gonna find yourself again. So I taped the boobs up and I got on set, and we all know that was one hell of a ride.
What? And speaking of the breastfeeding, trust me, we know because all we heard was, I gotta stop because I can't keep going. I gotta go. My shit leaking.
It was leaking.
And everybody be like, go ahead, Ray.
Like wet spot. Like no matter how big the penis was, or just like even like the filming, the hours was crazy.
No, they was.
We was on set from like 9 a.m. to like 6 a.m.
Do you remember that one time we went on set and we didn't leave until like the next morning? It was like sunrise was coming up.
9 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Yeah, the fight scene under the viaduct.
Listen, every scene. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
We were there I mean, we wanted to make a perfect
No, we did.
film.
No, we did. We worked hard on that.
We might have complained like a little bit, but we knew we was there for it, and we knew what we wanted from it. So.
Yeah, and it's crazy because that people don't know how much me and you actually worked on that jumping out the car scene. Man, we rehearsed that like. I mean, Red was ready to go, just take off on me.
A lot of time is like you have to be prepared. Like
Yeah.
even when you're not prepared, you got to be prepared. You got to stay ready.
Yeah.
But even like meeting Jessica, and I knew Debbie, but I never worked with her before. You know, like that was we never rehearsed them because we had that switch around the characters.
Yeah, for sure.
We kept filming and we went to the new characters, and I never met them, and I had to hop out the car on them and like act like they was my bestest of friends. Yeah. And people see that and they like, y'all can tell that y'all knew each other for a minute. I said I met them that day.
That day. Yeah.
That day.
But that brings me to my next point. So is that hard? Is acting hard? Like is it?
I feel like when it's what you're meant to do and what you're here to do, no. Do I feel like some people have to work extra hard to be able to be a good actress? Yeah. Even when I was younger, like my family was like, you're gonna be an actress when you get older. And I'm like, I'm gonna be a lawyer. I'm not an actress. Right. Like I didn't even see the money in being an actress. I see the fame in it, but I didn't really see the money in it. And I've never been about fame. I've always been about my money. Yeah. Like I can't do shit with that money. You know, like then when I was younger, I didn't think actresses or actors really made a lot of money. So like I was real big on like being like a big ass like attorney or a lawyer. I know where the bucks was at. So I'm like, that's what I rather do. I never thought like I figured I would have, but I didn't know like how far I would go with it. And then when I decided to quit law school, my mom was like, oh, you're gonna just be an actress, I already know. And I'm like, really, you think so? Yeah. It really wasn't like, I don't know. Yeah. Like once I started, I was like, yeah, this is where I belong.
This is what you want to do, yeah. So what was your first leading role? What film was that?
Oh, I've always like my first leading role is what I just filmed. Recently, I filmed, but I would say Diamond Girls. We filmed Diamond Girls. Oh right, yeah. Stacey was a very big character. Yeah. What
was that experience?
It was dope. Yeah. I liked it. Although I still was not a lead yet. Like I was like co-starring my leads. Like we split that
ensemble.
We split that movie in four.
Yeah, ensemble cast. Yeah.
Yes, coach. That's what
No, I'm just
an ensemble cast. Yes.
Sorry.
So we split that in four, and even though I knew I played a very important character, so it felt like a lead. Yeah. So I would say Diamond Girls, but after I just shot a movie, it's called On the Run. It'll be out this spring. I play my name Peaches, and yes, that's my name. Okay. And that was my first lead role, and like I told you, that has to have been the most difficult filming experience I've ever had because you do not get to breathe when you're a lead. Yeah. It is like constantly red, need red. It's the constant. You're there every day. You're there every hour. You're in every scene. Damn near. You was like, and you got to carry the movie, and that's a lot of pressure. Yes, I think that's what it'll show you if you really want to do it or not. It will. It will show if you really want to do it or not. And I'm real particular about the films I do.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are.
I'm sorry.
No,
have to be.
It's all right. I mean, you have to be.
Everybody's doing everything, so you got to be picky.
So in a space where, this industry is, dominated or ran a lot by men, we seeing nowadays a lot more women are coming in, having more power, more say, more sway in situations nowadays. What is it like here in this independent film community as a lady working here?
I felt like we came a long way, a very long way. Women really weren't taken seriously in no form when it comes to like anything that has to do with money behind it. It was like we're always put like our opinions really don't count for a lot. I would say it changed a lot though. I feel like everybody is pretty much open now to like people's opinions, but I feel like that comes with like the work and like what you've shown and how serious you take something.
Yeah.
Now that I look at it, I don't feel like if it was more man dominated or if it was just more showing that you're capable. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because a lot of people get in this industry specifically, a lot of people get in this industry to one, be seen. Everybody wants to be on TV. Everybody wants somebody watching them. Everybody want to be famous. I say like the acting game is like a new rap game. Like what?
Is that not what I say, y'all? Don't I ask that question a lot? I'm talking to my guys. They know I ask that question.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that it is. I just ask that question because sometimes it can feel like that.
It is because when we started acting, nobody wanted to fucking act.
No, nobody wants to be an actor.
About being actresses and actors. They was like, y'all doing that indie film shit.
I think,
jokes on you.
but I think what made it so. I'm gonna tell you what I believe made it so. I guess popular. I guess you want to say.
Pandemic.
The pandemic for sure.
That's all we watch was movies.
But the access to be able to do a movie at a reasonable budget and a platform to put it on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and then more people working behind the camera now.
Yeah.
We're doing lighting now.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to be in the industry.
Yeah.
Film. I mean, the
listen,
film industry.
I've told Red this. I've told everybody this. I said, acting ain't something that you want to take on if you don't love it. Because I'm going to tell you right now, everything you think, you see that's coming, it might take years. It might not come. Like, you got to just...
We filmed things that never even came out.
Concrete.
It used to break
bricks.
me. Like, I used to be so excited. Like, finally people could see what I'm capable of.
And they
can see my range. They can see, like, I'm not just a pretty face.
Yep.
I have real talent.
Yes.
And I would say that, and I'd be so excited. And then they'd be like, oh, we're not putting this out. And
Yep.
my heart would just break. And I'd be like, damn, I don't even want to do this shit no more. Like,
you got to be
spent
built.
so much time. And it's like, no, I got to. Like, I got to keep going. And I just think that like nowadays it's just so easy for people to get roles, and it's so easy for people to be in movies and series and indie films and whatever you want to call it, because there's so many people doing them.
What do you think needs to get better in the indie film?
I think people need to be honest with people. I think it's time for honesty. There's a lot of people doing movies that shouldn't be doing movies.
Yeah.
It's a lot of, I mean, you can look at the Tubi jokes anyway. Tubi was not always a joke.
No, you're right.
Tubi was never a joke.
Right.
Tubi was like the good indie films mixed with the old films they put back on there, like Friday at the next Friday. I mean, we was just in a trending topic on Tubi, birthday behavior, MCGRAW, right next to, I posted it, it was right next to each other, and we're trending with like Friday at the next Friday. I mean, shit that I watched when I was a kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That was exciting for me. Because I'm like, I really feel like that was a category that should be trending, like with them things. And then I go on Tubi and I see stuff and I just be like, this can't be real. They could not have really put this out. Yeah. Like, this is fucking trash. The acting is trash. The writing is trash. Directing is trash. The cameras are trash. The lighting is trash. It's just trash. It's like, just give it to me, let me ball it up and just like shoot it in the trash. Like, I don't get how people who call themselves real actors, actresses, directors, or camera people and like literally think they're doing, like, how can you feel like that was great? And
that's why I always tell you, if you don't want Red's opinion, just don't ask.
It was a question.
I'm fine.
Let's be clear, it's room for improvement everywhere.
Oh, of course.
I'm never taking away from nobody. I came along with
but they're trying, Red. Some people, I think this is what I think with what you're saying, yes, people could get better. Of course, we all can get better. I can get better.
But I think just ain't got it.
But there's sometimes ain't a blueprint. There's no stand. Nobody's there to help them, to tell them, this is how you should do it. Sometimes it's just they try their best.
Everybody here tell me this is how I do it. To be honest with you, Thomas, you're pretty much the only director that gives me guidance. Anything else I pretty much worked on, I've done myself.
Yeah.
I don't have directors are not there to tell you how to act.
No, you're right.
They're not there to give you talent.
Right.
They're not there to be like, just because the director tell you what to do don't mean you're gonna do it great.
Right, for sure.
You have to actually know what you're doing and understand what you're doing. And I think that comes from, just like I said, like reading the script from front to back. I don't take all scripts. I read a script and I turn it down. People think I'm hard to work with. Sorry, that was trash.
I mean, you're not
Go
hard
give it
to
to
work
somebody
with.
else. Go give it to somebody else. Get somebody else to do it.
You're not hard to work with. You are. I love who
I'm
you are.
passionate about my craft.
I was just getting ready to say, I love who you are because I
craft.
think you have a love for this, like
beyond wanting to be seen. I've always been popular. So even without doing movies, like I've always had like popularity.
Yeah.
That was not something like I don't even know where it came from.
Yeah.
Honestly, like it just came. So when I started doing film, people thought like that was like me trying to like I was doing this before y'all even knew me, type thing.
So what do they do then, Red? If you know, I know you're saying that, you know, I know we're being funny, I know that, but you're also being serious. You said what?
Leave it to us.
Oh, come on, chill out, Red.
Leave it to
chill
the
out.
ones who know what the fuck we're doing. I mean, at the end of the day, let's say this. You can do a movie, right? And if that movie is trash, or the acting was trash, or the writing was trash, or just like the camera, like I don't even think camera people know how to even pan. Like I watched a movie recently and the camera was like, I'm like, are you trying to pan? I don't even work a camera, but I know that it's not supposed to move like that. And I'm not saying they're wrong for trying. I'm saying they're wrong for thinking it was good.
Oh, okay.
I'm saying they're wrong for not wanting to get help. I'm saying they're wrong for thinking that they're great.
Okay.
I'm saying they're wrong for saying I should be in the list with these people who are awesome and not asking for no help. I think people's main problem is not want to ask for help.
Well, speaking of,
I'm pretty sure it's like plenty of like directors and camera people, cameramen who came and wanted to and doing what, you know, Mulan's doing or certain people are doing, and they don't want to ask for help. It's like, just ask for help. Like, it's okay. Like, we offer classes. Yeah, they're available.
It is. I mean, you know, I'm always the type that's willing to give a helping hand. Always. It's you know, I get it. We need many people for these jobs. And I was in a place where people that are starting out now were in. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. You got to take the hits. You got to take the good with the bad. So there's things I go back and I look at in the beginning and I cringe. Like, oh my God.
Me too.
Flip. But
me too.
It's part of the process.
It comes with growth.
Yeah, it comes with growth.
And that's the only thing I'm saying. Everything comes with growth. And you have to acknowledge that you're not good enough to acknowledge that you need growth.
Yeah. So
I've seen many people do many things without any growth. And I'm just like, we're still doing this. So
since, you know, you mentioned list, I want to talk about that a little bit, even though we're not going to say the names or nothing like that. But do you believe, because you put something on your IG page about stop trying to, you know, do this and that.
Yeah.
What do you think the downfall for an actor is by getting that recognition that fast? You know what I'm saying? Like being put, like you said, in categories of people that they shouldn't be in the categories with, in your opinion. What does that do? Do you think it's a negative? You think it's bad for them?
Should have read these questions before I came, huh? Because
yeah, I told you to.
No, you did. I know. I figured you was gonna ask that anyway, so I didn't even. I don't care.
Or do you take? Let me ask you this: Do you just?
I'm finding it. Because I'm trying to be nice. I'm finding it. I'm getting there.
Or we're just gonna move to the next question?
No, I'm gonna say.
Because I don't want to.
No, because I'm a blunt person. I'm gonna say it like this. Compare your work to the work of others, and then you tell me if you thought you were good.
Oh, we're gonna leave it at that.
That's it.
We're gonna leave it right there.
That's it.
Perfect answer. I'm moving on. Yeah. Okay, so you know, I'm gonna take the drink to that because I'm gonna just sip one. Yeah, thank you. No, so all right. MCGRAW Ass Season 2, Toots.
Yeah, Toots.
The people are going crazy about Toots.
I'm like, what do y'all love so much about me?
I think you, Murder for sure. You, Shorty, are probably some of the most loved characters on that show. I'm trying to think of somebody else. It's a couple more, I'm quite sure, but you guys are like...
They love Chris, too.
Chris, Tukey, I'm sorry.
They love
Shout out to
Tukey.
Chris. We just had Chris in here
They
just doing
love
this interview.
Tukey.
So,
Tukey.
Yeah, Tukey. I think you guys are some of the
Chris
most
cool dude.
loved, shout out to Chris, loved characters on MCGRAW. What's the reaction? Like, what is going on right now?
So I tell people, because I've been doing this so long, it's so crazy that I'm finally getting recognition for acting.
Yeah.
Like, are we like 10 years in?
We about, yeah.
And this is what I'm saying. You got people that's been doing it for 3 months that's like, I deserve this role. I deserve this movie. And I'm like, okay.
Feeling entitled.
And this how Detroit fuck you up. And I'm going to say Detroit. Because I feel like we are one of the most biggest growing indie film industries in Detroit. Because it's always kind of been here.
Yeah, oh yeah.
And I would say that so many people, like I said, it's a new rap game. And they're getting recognition from their peers and their family members. And they're thinking like, oh, okay, so this is amazing. They're supporting my movies. They're supporting my scripts. They're supporting my acting. And I don't think people really separate the family support with the professional support. I know actresses who say like, I don't even audition for movies no more. And I'm like, oh, so you must not want to go Hollywood. You must not want the big shit.
Yeah.
That's crazy to me.
Yeah.
Like, even if you guys call me, I've been with you for how many years? If Moolah called me and said, I want you to audition for this role, I'm going to say what time, what day. Yeah. I'm not going to say, for real, you need me to audition, you don't already know.
No, you always been like that.
I'm going to tell you it's something that's called range.
Yeah, you always been like that, yeah.
And every character don't have range. Every person don't have range. A girl can play a bomb-ass character as something else. A man can play a bomb-ass character as a drug dealer, but can he be an attorney? Can he be a father-man? Can he be a firefighter? Like, it's called range. So to say I'm not auditioning for something, I think that's a Detroit thing. I think that's something that people get big-headed. They lose their humbleness. They forget what they're doing this for, but they're not doing it for the right thing. They're doing it to be seen. They don't care if they look good. I feel like I can watch actresses on camera and I can tell that they're more concerned about how their hair is placed than if they said their lines right.
Whoa. That's deep.
Yeah.
That's
like
deep.
You can see in their face, like they're more worried about their appearance than if they're reading like they're reading from a script.
What do you say to them? What is it that what do you think, like, do you take that person as a veteran in the game? Do you go to that person and try to help?
This year I'm focusing on me. Okay. This year I'm focusing on my growth. I don't want nobody riding my coattail. I'm tired of getting my opinion. Yeah. I'm tired of trying to help people. I'm focusing on me. Okay. Get it how you live. Get it how you live. You want this shit, work for it. You want the recognition, work for it.
Hey, that's
my opinion is capped. Even if you ask me, like, how did I do, I'm going to say no comment. Especially if it's bad. Yeah. Because people don't know how to take criticism. And I've learned that. And I feel like if I didn't care about you, I would tell you a lie. And I feel like if I care about you, I'm going to tell you the truth.
Well, I don't care what you say, because if I call you and want criticism, you're going to give me some damn criticism.
But I know that you're the type of person who's going to take my criticism and be like, Red, I fuck with that. You're right. You're right. You know, I have never looked at you and was like, Thomas, what are you talking about? I did that perfectly. Or, wow, you feel like I'll be like, you hating on me? What? Yeah. Let me redo that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Like,
no, one thing about you, Red, you check the ego at the door when you get on set.
Yeah, that's I'm very for sure. Humble.
That's
I'm
very
humble.
That's
and
for sure.
I know that I have reasons not to be.
Yeah.
But what people don't understand is, like, in order to make something great, you have to make everybody around you feel like we're all equal. Yeah. Like, in the room.
For sure.
And, like, I show everybody respect.
Yes.
Like, when I come in here, I don't want nobody, I don't respect nobody. Yes. Even though I'm blunt, like, one thing I'm not is a diva. I don't like, if I'm hungry, it's a different story.
Sometimes.
Feed me, motherfucker.
Sometimes she's not a diva. We're going to say sometimes.
Well, when you've been filming for 9 hours, I need a sandwich.
Because diva mode will kick in. Like, hey, Red, we got a slice of, I don't want no goddamn slice of pizza.
Yeah, I was trying to eat healthy. Y'all with bitch be fine, but you're trying to feed me bullshit.
No.
But no, I'm saying, like, I feel like a lot of people I've met, a lot of people in this industry where they come on set and I'm like, damn, diva. Even dudes. Damn, diva. Yeah. You asked for the hairbrush more than I did. It's just a lot.
Yeah, I get you.
I think people understand this is bigger than you. Yeah.
So, what makes Red go so damn hard in films? Just acting, period. Like, what is it? Is it family? Is it just your childhood? Is it you?
It's me.
It's you.
This is who I am. Yeah. Like, this is me. This is what I do. Yeah. I can guarantee you that you can put me in the room with anybody and I'm going to be myself. I'm always going to be myself. Like, I'm never swaying. I will leave a room before I'm not accepted in a room.
Damn.
Like, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, I'm out of here. I'm me.
Yeah.
Like, when it comes to this filming shit, like, I would say, like, my daughter, but, like, let's be honest, like, she doesn't give a fuck what I do. She thinks I'm great regardless. Like, she thinks I'm rich.
I mean,
like,
you mine. Like,
you ask Space about she like, she's rich and she's awesome.
Yeah, I mean, all kids. My daughter does that. Like, Dad, you're rich. Just give me this $30,000 watch.
Yeah,
like,
I would say my daughter, but I do want her to know that her mom was somebody who followed her dreams.
Yeah.
But I would say when it comes to this acting shit, I would say I'm doing it because I love to prove people wrong.
Yeah.
Like, I love it. Like, people be like, I didn't know you could act for real. I had people I reached out to for movies and consider MCGRAW season 2, like, and they like, you act?
Duh.
Like, do you direct, nigga? Like, because obviously I act. What the fuck? Like, do you direct? Then I see they film and I'm like, oh, that's why I don't know I act. Because they got bullshit actors and actresses and they
shit, come on, Red. Come on, chill,
the writing
chill.
was terrible.
You got Buck going. He love that type of shit.
I don't care. Buck is a real nigga. What's up? Like, it is what it is.
Shout out,
It's a
Buck.
thing, though. It's a thing. And it's like, people be like, oh, I didn't know you act. And I'll be like, you know what? You'll see. I'm a you will see person. I don't have to go and I don't have to like hype myself up to people. I'm a you will see person. You know what I'm saying? If you don't see, it wasn't meant for you to see.
Right.
That's fine with me. I wasn't meant for your eyes.
Facts.
And I had people reach out to me like, oh, you really act. Oh, you're really good. Oh, you played the fuck out of your character. And it'd be like, no response, because I'm not responding to you.
Yeah.
Like, hit my email. Because it's not happening. Like, I have people reach out to me for movies like, oh, I didn't know you could really act. It's like, I laugh.
Yeah.
I don't even take it offensively. Like, I don't get mad. I don't like come with like a big speech. I just laugh. I feel laughing faces.
When she get around Coach, all that gets really humble around me. When we get on that set, all that come all the way down. No, I'm messing. That's why
I've been on set with directors who be like, great, that was awesome. And all I did was blink.
Like, that was
and
a great
I'm like,
blink.
Oh, this is why other people think they can act. Because of you. You're doing movies, and you got these people thinking they're great because if they just even blink once, they're awesome.
Damn.
But if you're in this to be in this, and you're going for the big roles, you're going to get humbled fast.
Oh,
so
God has God has a way of humbling everyone.
Humble
so
the fuck out of you.
He
And
will.
I'm probably, I've been humbled a few times.
Yeah. We
Not
all
recently,
have.
but
I mean, we all have. I've been
humbled.
humbled. We all have.
Yeah, like it is what it is.
How important do you believe our stories, are told, especially, ladies? Because I always like to shine a light on y'all because I believe over the years the light hasn't been shined on y'all enough. So I always believe that, talent like you and other people just like you, I just think, I love seeing it nowadays. I love seeing y'all get y'all flowers. How important is it for the community to see it through y'all lenses?
I would say when I started acting, I would say I created my first, and it took me so long to create a sisterhood with actresses who I was like, oh, they're great. Yes, like, people like me. It's like you find, like, it was hard for me to feel connected to people who I was working with because it was like, I didn't feel like they was doing it because they was passionate about it. And it was hard for me to have like a connection with them. So when I got into it, I would say birthday behavior is my first real connection with women that I was like, this is awesome.
Yeah, shout out to birthday behavior class.
Shout out to Nia.
Yes.
Shout out to Debbie, Deborah Spencer.
Jessica Ryan, Ebony Tate,
Jessica Ryan.
My boy Casey Clark, that boy is a fool, man.
A fool, naturally gifted.
Yes, naturally gifted.
That's
yes.
somebody else, so I can say naturally gifted.
Yes.
When you meet women like that and you experience how dope and talented they are, it makes you want to just go harder, not for just you, but for them.
Yeah.
And I just love the fact that I had even got introduced to them because not even to be funny, but like we shot that in 2017? 19. 19? Right. It came out in 2019.
No, 18. 18, I'm sorry, 18.
So my daughter was still breastfeeding.
Yeah, 18.
I was not breastfeeding in 2019.
Yeah, I'm sorry, 18. It came out in 19, I'm sorry.
Yes, it came out in 19, but we shot in 2018.
Yep, the summer of 18.
And I was 2023, and like I'm working with Nia, Debbie, Ebby still.
Yeah.
I mean, Nia, Debbie, and Ebony still. And we are still like
a sisterhood.
Yep. Like we're supportive because when it's something that you find like we found in each other.
They got the same passion and love and drive.
That's the thing.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
I want to see everybody win.
Yeah.
Who's doing this for why we're doing this? You know what I mean? I'm not against anybody.
Well, people got their reasons. Their reasons. If people want to do it for the fame or the money or whatever, you know that may be their reason. I'm being politically correct because I do believe everybody has their own reasons, and what drives them is what drives them.
Everybody has a reason, and I'm not gonna lie to you. My lane, the lane that I am in, the lane that I want to be riding in.
Yeah.
I want to be. If you ever put me on an award show, or if I ever make it to an Oscar,
yes,
you feel me?
Yes.
I want to be on the ballot with people who I'm rooting for. Who I'm like, if I don't win, I'm gonna be so happy they won because they are fucking amazing. You feel me? That's the lane I'm in. I want to be in a lane with people who I enjoy being in a lane with. You get what I'm saying?
I understand it. I do. Trust me, I do.
And that's why I feel like I have that connection with them.
But that's a matter of opinion on who's on the ballot, though. That's opinion based.
To each his own.
That's a whole nother topic we're gonna talk about. Because me and Red to go back and forth for hours, so we just gonna leave it there.
I would say anybody who made it to that Oscar,
yes,
or made it to like that ballot, I would feel like the Academy did what they did to put somebody on there to be equivalent. And look, and everybody can have their own opinion, but that's why I will only go to it. That's why I will only care about the award show with an Academy. Vice versa.
It's opinion based.
It's opinion based.
It's been a lot of people that got snubbed and not nominated.
Okay,
and their work was way better than the ones on there.
Okay, but was the work of that person good?
But they're not as good as the other. But they're not. They don't deserve. But see, they don't deserve to be on there.
Was there extra on that ballot?
No, that wasn't. Now I'll give you that. Okay. There wasn't no extras on the ballot. Now I'll give you that.
Was there extra?
No, I'll give you that. Now I'll give you that. No, I'll give you that. You right.
Was there somebody with 2 lines on that ballot?
No, definitely not.
Okay,
definitely not.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
That's the ballot I'm talking about.
Okay, cool.
That's the ballot I'm referring to.
Now that I can't argue with you on. I can't argue with you on that.
Yeah. I don't want to be a part of no ballot where somebody can self-submit their name.
Oh, okay. Well, before we go into a rebuttal competition, we just gonna go ahead and say what is in store. What is in store?
About the best, you know.
So, what is in store for A-Red in 2023? Because I kind of know, but let the world know because I'm so excited to see all this stuff.
23 has been exhausting.
Yeah.
But we're like,
damn, you only have 2 months in, right?
Third project.
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm
exhausted.
Yeah, you working?
Like I'm exhausted. We shot Street Niggas.
Yes. Yeah.
I shot On the Run with Dennis Reed.
Yeah. Shout out Dennis Reed, man.
DR2 Productions.
Shout out Dennis, man. Always been a big supporter. We always been a big supporter of his, man.
Yeah,
Dennis my boy.
Don't play no game.
Yeah, Dennis my boy.
Now, if you want to work, if you want the real truth, take your ass to DR2, okay? Because let me say something about Dennis Reed. And I think Dennis is Sagittarius like me.
I have no idea.
I think he is. If he not, he plays that shit very well because that man is blunt.
Yeah,
okay?
He is. Yeah,
that's somebody else who I thought I was blunt. I met him and I was like,
oh, he's more blunt than me.
My job worked at Dennis back when we did.
Yeah.
He put me in my first stage play. Fed Up. That was in 2012.
Yeah.
So this is our first time working together again in 2023. But we shot On the Run. Yeah. It was an amazing film. It's coming. It's about a girl who she was an Instagram influencer. She ends up getting into trouble and she got to go on the run. And it has an amazing cast in there, amazing storyline. It's written by Nikki Turner. She's the author. She has plenty of books on the author list in the U.S. Best Time Sellers. So it's really good. I'm shooting next a series called Street Legal where I play an attorney named Jordan.
Snap.
Attorney at law, you know, which is so funny because I used to want to be a lawyer.
That is. Ain't that how the world works?
Let me tell you, this script, you gonna see me a whole different A-Red, like Angel.
Oh, I'm excited. I might come on set and see you.
Yeah,
I might come on set and see you. Yeah,
it's like natural too. It's like I don't even have to even try.
Yeah.
We're shooting Diamond Girls, a series.
Oh, y'all turned into a series.
Shout
out Joe, man. Joe working, man. I'm proud of Joe, man. Shout out to Joe.
He's amazing.
Joe, we got to get you on the show, man. Come on.
Yeah, he's I think DeJuan Ford is assistant director with him.
Shout out DeJuan Ford, yes sir. He working. He working.
Yeah, he's a Street Legal. We played my twin brother.
Yeah.
I played my twin brother in Street Legal. So we went from lovers to brother and sister. It's so funny how the acting world works.
Yeah, it is.
It's so funny how we can change from being lovers to brother and sister. Yeah. But that just shows you like range.
Yep.
And how you got to get out your own head in order to like really be a character. And other things, I mean, you know, they're not, you know, written. That I haven't signed any contracts, so I'm just waiting.
Yeah.
But I'm working. I'm working. I'm gonna keep working.
Oh, we're excited to see it.
I'm
So
gonna keep turning down scripts.
oh shit. Oh Lord.
I'm gonna keep turning down scripts.
Oh,
You send
Lord.
me a script. I give you all the time, like in my DMs, like I want you to play this role. And I want to say this for the people who are new to this, especially when it comes to like when you see a great actress or a great actor, understand we're not doing this shit to be seen. Don't send me no bullshit ass scripts. Do not send me nothing that is not proofread. I'm sorry. Like I'm humble, but let me clarify. When y'all saying garbage, I don't want to work with that. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I'm with you.
And I just want everybody to be great. I want everybody who...
I don't know that. Now, you just told them niggas to hang up the socks. You ain't shit.
No, I want you to be great. So
no, I know. I'm messing with you.
When I tell you I want you to be great, I'm saying, like, take pride in
No,
what
I got
you
you.
do.
No, I got you.
Take pride in what you do. Your research.
Yeah, I got you.
You know what I'm saying?
Put forth the hard work.
Put forth the effort
I got
that
you.
we're putting forth.
Yeah, I got you.
Because when I come on set, baby, I'm
you.
coming to deliver. I just done a film where I had to give out extravagant gifts. And the PA, I wouldn't say she dropped the ball, but she was just told to get like brown bags where I give out extravagant gifts. I drove home and got like Louis Vuitton boxes, Cartier boxes, like, everybody wouldn't have it, but I had it. So thank God. Dior boxes. And I'm like, I want to give out these extravagant gifts. Like, I want to make this film great. I want to make this feel like I'm passionate about what I do.
Definitely.
I'm not the writer. I'm not the director. But if I'm in some shit, I'm going to give it 135%. Every time.
That's dope.
No matter what my pay is, no matter what I committed to, is if I'm in it, I'm going to give it 100 and whatever.
So, what does A-Red want to leave the legacy? What is your legacy? What do you want your legacy to be when it's all over and done? I
just want people to, to say a legacy, so like, I don't know, I'm real passionate about I just want to be, I wouldn't say I'm a fool, like, I wouldn't say I'm like a fool, like, where I really care about, like, the less fortunate, because I do. Mm-hmm. But the only thing that, like, I really want to work on is, like, touching people who feel like it can't be done.
That's dope.
Like, because where I come from is, like, it's, like, it's crazy what people think they can accomplish. Yeah. Like, I'm working on a women's and children's shelter right now. Dope. I want to open a women's and children's shelter. I just want to win so that people who not nobody recognize me. I'm not really trying to recognize people that are somebody. I've always recognized people that's somebody. I get many of DMs every day with checks. Yeah. I do not care. I'm trying to work on like leaving my mark for my city, for my daughter to continue my legacy and like what I'm made of and who I am.
Cheers to that, man.
Cheers
That's
that.
dope. Right?
Yeah.
That's dope.
Cheers
I
to
love that. I love that.
So that's it. I mean, I don't need the fame. I want the money, though.
Yeah, for sure. Definitely. Hey, look, man. Red, it's always a pleasure. I love our talks, man. I don't think it gets much better than this, man.
We don't get enough time on set to talk.
Yes, I love our talks. I love you. And you know what it is. You know what I'm saying? You know what it is. So, hey, yo, thanks for joining me with Drinks with Coach. I am your coach. Or I'm Thomas L. Harris, a.k.a. Well, I said coach. Well, you get what I'm saying, man. Hey, look, I appreciate y'all. Special thanks to my guests. Special thanks to Ty Mopkins and Moto VJ. Until next time, see y'all later. Yeah, Red, that was dope. You did your thing. You know, you did your thing. Yeah.